Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Godrej Properties, what needs to be done in this stock and whether you should get into the stock or not. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Godrej Properties, I just want to request that kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts that I put up from time to time. And if you can pay one time for $100, you get 12 months access. By paying for 10 months, that's 25% less that you need to pay. So you can pay upfront $100 as well and get a 1 year subscription. For detailed market or company talk or a number of stocks you're holding, you can directly email me and we can work things out. Now, about the company established in 1990, Godrej Properties provides infrastructure and real estate services and claims to be the fastest growing property company here in India. Deals in high end property construction for the elite group, etc., across India, and strong business fundamentals is there. The market cap of the company is around 35,000 crores. If you look at the financials, and these are Q3 FY21 numbers, so these are December numbers. Sales went down by around 57%, profit went down by around 70%. So it wasn't the best of the quarter that the company would be having compared to last year. High interest costs also hurt the company, but there is high promoter and institutional holding with 9% free float. The return on equity and margins are pretty good and decent compared to the industry players. And overall, on the numbers front, this is one of the best, you can say, real estate companies that is listed, but has come out with very subdued numbers. If you look at the performance, then stock is up around 80-90% in the last 3 years. So it has gained momentum over the last 3 years, did pretty well. Have been consolidating in the range for quite some time. But 9% free float and high promoter holding is a very, very positive sign for the company. Plus, once things normalize, I think companies like Godrej Properties with its leadership should end up doing much better. High debt is a concern, and most of these companies, in most of these companies, whether it is Godrej Properties, you look at Shobha Developers, Prestige Estate, etc., it has one of the highest debts, and debts need to reduce, and that is why I probably stay away from the sector. But if you really want to buy into the sector, then this is perhaps one of the leaders. But again, debt is a concern, and the kind of growth that is envisaged going forward is also a bit of a hurdle. Uh, One of the best property companies that is listed, and current scenario will hurt the company. I believe next 1 year could be extremely difficult with the kind of things that is happening. Reasons for decline. So let's understand what are the reasons for the decline in the sector altogether. Although this stock has not gone down that much, but on an overall basis from an all-time high, this is down 30-40%. What is the reason for major decline for the sector? The sector has gone under a lot of stress for a number of years. Last 10 years has been extremely difficult for the sector, and we have seen how major companies 10 years ago have become quite like rebels at this point of time, and people have lost a lot of money. So what has happened is this sector has gone totally out of favor. People are not looking to buy into this sector or make money through this sector because they are scared that these reason that the problems of debt, problems of economy not moving forward and infrastructural growth not happening would hurt the company altogether, would hurt the sector altogether. And you can understand that current scenario of localized lockdowns and then migrant workers going away from you can say major states will also hurt real estate activity, and compared to that the stock has not fallen that much. So sector may take more than a year to revive, and I believe that would hurt the sector, and that would show in the stock prices once subsequent results come out. that the stock prices may fall further. So investors are looking for safer bets. They're looking for export oriented plays because globalized economy is picking up compared to what is happening here in India at the moment. Concerns on executions of projects is also there, and funds. So you can understand that in all the real estate companies, be it the best or the worst, there are concerns with respect to whether they'll continue to get the funds and get the projects completed. And in this kind of an environment where people are worried about their health, I don't think there'll be a streamlined flow and without any fudge, any kind of, you can say, continuous flow into the business. So that is a cause for concern as well. And business has been totally stalled earlier, and at this point of time is also on tender hooks. So we need to understand all these points. If you look at the technicals of the stock, then it is trading strong with consolidation, and there is strong support in this 1200 1250 range where the stock is currently, and that is why I believe this is one of the best companies. There are FII holding, there are DII holding in the stock, and in that regard, this may not fall a lot compared to other real estate infrastructure companies. May decline 5 7 8 10% if really a fall happens, but at this point of time, it looks like this is the best bet you could be having. But the heavy up move is only expected above the 1450 level, so take that into account. So if you want to trade into the stock, then at this point of time, trading in my opinion could be done when it passes 1450. Technically it is stable but not very strong on charts. So what needs to be done? In my opinion, if you have not bought into the stock, then probably you should avoid the stock. Why I'm saying this is there are other companies, other stocks, other companies that are coming out with very very good numbers, where any kind of consolidation you should get into the stock and make money over 1 year 2 year period, rather than probably buying into something in which you hope for things to improve, and once you get a couple of bad results, because people have money and people have other, you can say, uh, other sectors to look up to rather than just buying into real estate, or a company into a real estate sector. They are looking at export oriented sector, they are looking at other sectors as well, into consumer etc., where money can be made big time. So there has to be a consistent flow of money into the stock for the stock to go up higher. But if you have the stock, there's no harm holding on to it for 4 to 5 years. We are seeing a tremendous surge in all kinds of commodities. I think real estate will also come in force going forward, and the prices of real estates will rise. If you have a 4 5 year time frame, I think this pandemic etc. would end by then, and all growth oriented stocks will perform. So you could hold on to your positions for the next 4 5 years. You'll make a good amount of money. So this was my video on Godrej Properties. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.